You know, I heard they recently decided to add more ships to it.
And I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered drunk.
You do not have anything to drink. Can I get you a tasty refreshment?
Yes, I'll have a beer.
Wunderbar.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
And welcome to another episode of the Buzz Basement Bros podcast. My name is Aaron, and I am joined by that Red Bull rebel, Andy.
Watch out!
You're looking distinguished, but you look like an old fucking man. You just busted out your reading glasses.
Yeah, I look like my father.
Well, bite my butt.
That was your grandfather.
Yeah, I know. Well, not too far off.
Son, there is nothing you'll try that I haven't done.
Yeah, something like that. The pep talk my dad gave me in high school was, Aaron, I was a little crazy in high school. I don't care what you do. I just don't want to hear about it. Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Nice pep talk.
I got your stamp of approval.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a stamp of approval, but it was have fun, man. I mean, you're only going to...
You're only in high school once.
Yeah. Unless you're, a failure. And then you stick around. Or you're one of those young-looking undercover cops.
Oh, yeah. True.
Where can I score some weed? Where's the party? I don't know why I went kind of Kermit the Frog there. Where's the party this weekend, guys? Bro, you're 30.
Where's the party? I need some reefer.
Kermit would smoke the devil's lettuce, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd smoke the devil's lettuce.
Why are there so many? That song makes so much more sense, especially when he starts talking about sailors.
You think sailors smoke the devil's lettuce? I don't know. I don't really know many sailors.
No, just Kermit, like, talking about sailors and hearing voices and shit in Rainbow Connection.
You don't really hear voices. You hear voices on other drugs. You don't hear voices on the weed.
True.
Yeah.
So is Kermit doing other drugs?
I mean, he could be out there doing some, like, DMT and shit. I don't know.
Ooh, some shrooms?
Yeah, fucking smacking some shrooms so he can tolerate Miss Piggy, her bitch ass.
Man,
Please taste like shit.
I eat the mushroom so I can go down on you.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Now that I got that image stuck in your head.
Just Miss Piggy like spread eagle. I mean, it just...
And just Kermit in there. Bacon.
I mean, that's what it is, right?
Sure.
Good God. So, other than our podcast, I found a new podcast that I kind of enjoy.
Oh, yeah?
This is a podcast episode where we're going to talk about podcasts.
Ooh.
One of my favorite stand-up comedians, and he had a show on Comedy Central for like a decade, Daniel Tosh. Apparently, he got bought out from his contract at Comedy Central. They paid him a lot of money to not make Tosh.0 anymore. So he's making a podcast.
Perfect.
As we're recording, he's got 3 episodes out now. And iHeartRadio runs it, so there's a ton of ads. We don't have any ads because we're not famous celebrities. And he's the opening episode, he goes, so here's iHeartRadio came to me and said, why don't you do a podcast? And he said, I don't want to interview comedians. I don't want to interview celebrities. I just want to interview interesting people to me. So you know who his guest was on his first episode?
Who?
His wife's gynecologist.
Oh, Jesus.
Pure Tosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, I enjoyed Tosh.0 back in the first couple of seasons. with the really funny internet videos, but then it got kind of watered down. It was ridiculousness with a different white dude. It was basically the same show.
Without an annoying
But his
laugh.
first two stand-up, you talk about the dolphin chick.
Yeah.
The hell is her name?
Oh, I don't
Chanel.
Something like
Chanel. Yeah, dumber than a box of rocks.
that. Yeah.
Not hard on the eyes. But
Yeah. No. Can't do it.
oh, there's this at the gym. There's a personal trainer. I don't know if she's like part owner at the gym, or she just she trains middle-aged women. She's an older gal, and there was one time my I don't get great service down at the gym, and she's not hard on the eyes or anything, but my headphones quit working, and I have the big over-the-ear headphones, and I heard her laugh for the first time. Definite boner killer.
Ooh.
Anyway, Tasha's podcast.
Anyways, yeah.
I listened to the first episode. He interviews his wife's gynecologist. He's a gay man from Kansas City who landed in L.A. I didn't know Tosh was married and had 2 kids. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was that old either. He's going to be
48?
Yeah, he's up there. He's pushing 50. Doesn't look it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he's aged much in the last 20 years.
No, probably not.
But yeah, I interviewed his wife's he's asking this gay gynecologist like just all these questions about the vagina. But the way he makes the podcast, I feel like it was like rapid fire questions, and they just cut everything in between. So there wasn't really any time, no pauses, no anything in between.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And then he had his second episode I listened to this morning, actually. He had a Paralympian runner, dude from Kentucky? No, Tennessee. Dude from Tennessee was born, his legs didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the fake legs, and he runs track, and he's fast as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But he was actually a very interesting interview too. But Tosh is asking him, what's easier, being a double amputee or being a black man in America? Like really out there questions. It's Daniel Tosh's sense of humor.
I was gonna say it's a Tosh question.
Yeah, it's definitely a Tosh. A little uncomfortable, but still a slight joke in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that one. You listen to anything else?
Not really consistently. I used to follow these 3 dudes that were big into anime.
That sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, they moved to Japan like right before the pandemic. And they all had their own separate YouTube channels. And they were all buddies in real life. And when they all moved to Japan, they went, we're going to start a podcast. And they have a video portion on YouTube and I think Twitch, and they also have it on Spotify and all that shit.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
if you put it
everywhere.
one place, it's usually going to go everywhere.
And the nice part is they don't always talk about anime. Most of the time, they just talk about some other shit.
But what do they do? They how we talk about movies. That's how they talk about anime. They break it down, and I really like this part and this feature.
Not so much per the anime, but they'll talk about like shows they've watched and why they enjoyed them. They'll talk about books they've read. They'll talk about other aspects of the anime industry. And then there are episodes where they don't even really touch on anime at all. You just see the figures in the background. Mm-hmm. Really cool. It's called Trash Taste. Other than that,
you don't even listen to ours. Like you don't even hit the highlights of ours.
Yeah. I started listening to the Donkey Dicks.
Is that a new indie punk band out of rural Illinois or what?
No.
Well, actually, technically, I think all punk bands are indie, except for Green Day. So, they kind of sold out. They got big.
But otherwise, on YouTube, there is a Spirits. It's called Spirits. It's a couple of ladies out east, I think, like East Coast. And all they do is, like, sample drinks and then talk about, like, a specific mythical creature or ghost tale or
Drunk nerdy girls.
yeah.
That's right up your alley.
It's
too.
just a black screen with their logo on it, and all you hear is they're talking about
Well,
whatever
then-
superstition.
Well, that's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they probably have it on Spotify or whatever too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Those are really about the only two podcasts that I really go to.
There's this. It's the dumbest fucking name ever. But these guys, they're out of Bakersfield, California. They're called the Sofa King Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's three guys. They're just all three of them are very likable guys, and they research a topic every week. I listen to them. So like, I took a nap at work. They talked about Martha Stewart. So then of course they talked about Martha Stewart, and then they talked about Snoop Dogg, and then they talked about everything in between, and then it's like an hour 20. I like them a lot. But what I think makes a podcast is the likability of the people actually talking.
Yes, I would have to agree to that.
'Cause I would never listen to a podcast by like Andrew Tate, because that guy's just a raging douche knocker.
Who?
Andrew Tate. If I pull up a picture of him, you know who the fuck he
Yeah,
is.
probably. I'll just do it.
Just
on
do
my
it on your
phone.
phone. Look him up.
Okay.
He has. I think he was a. I mean, he whooped my ass. I mean, without a doubt. I think he was a Muay Thai kickboxer or some shit. I don't know. Fought MMA. Very.
Oh,
punchable.
that
fucking
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like a couple clips, and I can't.
Raging douche energy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Even I mean, some clips I see on TikTok of people doing. It's a podcast. It's two guys making clips for TikTok with microphones in their face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they actually have I don't give a shit enough to
To actually follow
look
up.
Yeah, listen to an entire episode of their cheesy, super rehearsed,
Yeah.
it's not even mediocre. It's shit acting for TikTok clips. I don't like that. Like
Worse than Hallmark in porn. That's a big throwback.
Yeah. Hallmark, porn, TikTok. All of them have terrible acting.
Yes. I saw a clip on TikTok the other day. So, talk about throwbacks. Remember Ned's Declassified?
Yeah, vaguely. I don't
Vaguely?
think I watched it. I think I was aging out of cartoons at that point.
Yeah.
Not aging out of kids' cartoons.
Yeah. Kids shows. I watched it fairly regularly. Like, I couldn't tell you, like, 100%. Like, it wasn't a show that I had to watch every day. But when it was on and nothing else was on, sure, I'll watch it.
Right.
The three main characters had a podcast, and they were talking about...
Oh, the actors
Yeah.
after the fact. Okay, yeah. Talk about the show.
Talked about the show and, like, behind-the-scenes stuff and, like, who gave who blowjobs and shit like that.
What?
Yeah.
They're not just out there blowing each other?
Wild, right?
I mean, the Always
Teenage angst.
The Always Sunny guys do podcasts. Like a couple of fans, I think, they made a podcast. Like after an episode airs, they break down the episode, and then the Always Sunny guys pop in and jump on the podcast with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I know Liz listens to a couple. She listens to the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah, that one's really popular right now.
I think she...
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I can tolerate the Kelsey brothers, but it's a very interesting look into. These are two brothers that play for two different teams in the most popular sport. Well, I don't know, top two popular sports leagues in America.
Soccer?
No, it's between NBA and NFL. I can't remember which one's more viewed. I think it might be the NBA. NFL, it's
Basketball?
yeah. A lot of people watch fucking NBA. I personally do not. I think it's flip-flopped a couple times between NBA and NFL. But NBA, they play like 80 games a year in the regular season.
True. That's true.
NFL plays 17 and then playoffs in the regular season. Mm-hmm. That's a very interesting. I mean, the market's there,
Yeah. Very interesting look into the lives.
and the whole T-Swizzle, Travis
that.
Kelce dating thing.
Fuck that.
Don't hate on my girl Tay Tay.
I will.
Don't hate on Tay Tay.
I will.
What's the one? Fucking Anti-Hero. That was off the new album. That was my fucking jam.
Yeah,
She
it's on your guilty pleasure.
It is. Yeah. She came out with an acoustic version. Oh, God. Oh, Tay Tay. Oh, Tay Tay. Dude, come on. Back in the day, when that first... Our song is a slam at screen door. Come on. That was a banger.
It was okay.
First two Taylor Swift albums were still country-ish.
It was okay.
Come on.
It was okay. Would it be?
You can admit you were a Taylor Swift fan in like 2009.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
I still am now.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I'm not gonna pay a ridiculous amount of money to go sit in the nosebleeds.
$2,000 for a nosebleed ticket?
Get the fuck
Something
out
like
of here.
that.
I'm not paying that much. You'd have to bring like the Beatles back from the dead
I know, right?
for me to
Queen.
pay that much.
Queen.
To go to a concert.
Yeah.
Bring back Prince and maybe $2,000.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But,
Depends on if it fits my schedule. You know that
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. But no, Liz also has another one that follows a couple of firefighter wives.
Well, that's right up her alley.
Out in, I think, West Coast. I think they're wildland firefighters.
Yeah, they're out there
fighting the wildland
So they're
fires
gone
of
for
California.
a
They're
month
gone
at
for
a time.
Yeah, months, 2 months. So
During the dry season.
yeah,
They're making all the money, though.
Yeah, I think those are really about the biggest podcast. You know what? There was a Minecraft podcast I started listening to.
How do you podcast about Minecraft?
So it was these two.
I feel like that's more of a visual thing. That's, like...
Correct. You could very well do it visually. I found their episodes on YouTube. But it was pretty much these two Minecraft YouTubers, and they kind of did like what your one podcast did. They researched a topic or two. So they would always highlight any new announcements that the developers had made within the week between the episodes. And then
they're doing a patch on the
Yeah,
blue blocks. Or
yeah,
I
something
don't know
like
how
that.
Minecraft works.
They're fixing these bugs. They let out this experimental feature, and we're trying this. And then they give updates on what they've been working on their own private channels. And then they just talk about some topic of Minecraft, whether it be like their first playthrough and they first learned how to play the games.
Can you beat Minecraft?
I mean, yes.
What is it? What does that mean?
Kind of.
You make a castle that reaches God in the sky or
No,
something?
so it all depends on what you want to take out of Minecraft. If you're looking to just build to your heart's content, then no, you can't really beat it.
Virtual Legos.
Yeah, it's virtual Legos. But they do have some challenges. They have a few boss level like creatures, monsters that you can fight. That'll also unlock like extra features afterwards. Like case in point, there's a dimension in Minecraft called the End with end dragons.
So like Purgatory?
No, that's the Nether.
The Nether is like
The hell. The hellscape.
Oh. Purgatory is the in-between. You're not Catholic.
No.
Purgatory is the in-between.
Yeah. No. There's no in between.
Like
The end.
whenever your Roku goes to sleep,
Yes.
that would be Purgatory.
The end would be more so just like bits and pieces of land floating out into nothingness. And if you fall off the land,
The state of Hawaii.
kind of, yeah. And if you go into the ocean, and you'll sink to the bottom and die. Right?
Like Malaysia Flight 370.
Jesus fuck, man.
Well, it was getting boring, man. I got to throw a joke in there somewhere.
Fair enough. But anyways, for the longest time, that was like the end of Minecraft. You did all your stuff in the regular world, building up shit, getting equipment, and then you go fight the dragon, kill the dragon, and then the game was, quote, done, except you could just build whatever you wanted to fucking build at that point.
You beat the dragon, you get all this gold, like in Lord of the Rings or whatever.
It didn't have gold, but it had a lot of experience. And you could use the experience to enchant weapons and shit like that.
See, I only play my baseball game on PlayStation 2 and,
Yeah.
and Grand Theft Auto 5
You
on
old
PlayStation 3.
Fuck.
When the new one comes out, I'll spend the money on a PlayStation 5.
We got talking about the PlayStations at work the other day.
My 2 still hums, man.
We
got a date to play Guitar Hero sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Get drunk and play Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Got to dig all the shit out.
I
But
got to
yeah.
talk with Liz. She has a rock band at her parents' house.
Oh, God. The drums were bullshit.
Oh, I hated the drums.
The singing was easy.
Oh, yeah.
Singing was the easiest part.
Oh, yeah.
And the guitar was okay. I didn't like the Rock Band guitars. The Guitar Hero guitars had better buttons. The Rock Band guitars were shit. The drumming was horse shit.
I can't say
not
I
how you
played
play drums.
much of either to really know the difference between the guitars.
Rock Band, I remember. I mean, Guitar Hero came out, and then Rock Band came out, and Rock Band was it. And then the internet marketplace, the online store, you could buy a song at a time, like on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, there's so much money,
Yeah.
so much money.
Yeah. We got talking about the PS4, and I'm like, oh. The one guy's like, I think my PS4 is about shot. It's like 6 years old. And I'm like, well, what's it doing? And he goes, the fan runs like nonstop, and it overheats and this and that. I'm like,
You just upgrade to it, and you got to get a 5.
well, where do you have it? He has it in a drawer.
Oh,
in his
that's
desk.
why.
And I'm like, that's why. You need to let that shit breathe.
This is a guy at work.
Yeah.
Think about your uniform on a hot July day.
You gotta let that shit
You got to let him breathe,
You gotta let him
man.
breathe.
And then there's that open world Harry Potter game that looked kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 was the shit. That was awesome. I still
Yes.
go randomly, if I can't get my Grand Theft Auto game to work, I'll go shoot bears in Red Dead Redemption.
I never played either of those games.
Oh, they're great. It's Grand Theft Auto on horses.
Okay.
It's the same kind of vibe.
Okay. I can honestly say I never really played too much Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, that's the shit. That's actual, like, guns and violence and strippers.
I always played just enough to get the open world aspect.
Right. When they
and then just
released,
ran around and carjacked and drove cars.
when they released 5, it was the whole map is open all at once. So if
Yes.
you want to go, you can go and do whatever and
Yes.
fuck around. And then they came out with online. Well, the one time I made Anna play Grand Theft Auto 5, and we had a few cocktails.
What?
Yeah. And we're just sitting around like a Friday night or something, just sitting at home. I'm like, I want you to play Grand Theft Auto 5 because I was playing a little lot, when I moved in with you. And she's like, okay, here's how you drive, here's how you shoot, and she's like, I heard there's hookers in this game. Where are the hookers? I go, actually, I know where a couple are probably hanging out at.
Of course. Of course you did.
And then I had her shoot the hookers and get her money back.
The only way to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, you got to break even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good business.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto. I still remember the cheats for San Andreas and Vice City. They were the same. But
Yeah.
on
Up, down, down, left, right, A, B, X, or something like that.
No.
No?
I remember the cheat for the Harrier jet in San Andreas. That's the easiest way to get
Wow.
around. But that was one of that map was so big you had to unlock each region as the story mode went on, and then you can fuck around and go to Vegas and go to San Francisco and all that. Yeah. Big fan. Yeah.
Nope. I'll stick with my Skyrim and Minecraft.
Never played Skyrim. Never really
It's
played
good.
Minecraft either.
The Minecraft's great. Skyrim's great. Stardew Valley is nice and peaceful. Puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just farming. Like 16 or 32 pixel farming.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Whatever, dude. Okay.
It's peaceful. It's relaxing.
Okay, whatever you say, good buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this has been another episode of the Buzz Basement Bros podcast.
Oh, we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
Find us on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can fucking listen to a podcast. Not on YouTube, though.
Yeah, not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube. But Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Overcast. I just think there's a couple more. Anyway.
Email us.
Yeah, god damn it. I forgot about that one in the last few episodes. BuzzBasementBrosPodcast@gmail.com. God damn it.
Yeah, give us topics.
Mm-hmm.
Or else you're going to just keep hearing about Kermit fucking Miss Piggy.
Oh! Yeah! Miss Piggy!
Well, I mean, Kermit's O-face is just open.
Ah, Miss Piggy!
We out.
Jesus fuck, man.